Peonies.
Whoa, those are the most fragrant peonies I've ever smelled in my entire life.
That's why we brought them.
Wow.
That's how we felt too in Holland.
Okay, now I love peonies. You know, Isaac Mizrahi loves peonies. A lot of you have peonies as your favorite flower. They are mine. But I have peonies all over my garden, and I have never smelled a peony that smells like this.
Well,
wow.
When we went to Holland 2 years ago, my father and my brother, we have a very special friend. I can't give his name out because he wants to remain confidential. But his life is peonies. His father did it. His father before him did it. He has some of the most far out kinds of peonies I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
And we said, what are the most fragrant varieties out of the hundreds and hundreds he had growing? He said, there's 3. And we said, can we get them a little bit? So that's what we have here today, the most fragrant peonies in the world. What to speak of, the super strong hardy stems, they never fall over, and their big voluptuous size.
So they're rare, they're ultra fragrant, strong stems that don't end up laying on the ground, and they bloom in waves. So you're getting 3 varieties here that each overlap in bloom time. So you end up getting over a month's worth of peony blooms, which is awesome. And our one-day only price on this today is $31.12. Again, the one-day only price is special because it lasts till the end of the day. If there's any left, they go up in price for 6 months. That means even if we get these back next year, that would be the next time you would ever see a price like this. And it sounds like it's kind of
they're very hard to come by. Well, we wanted to bring a peony root which would produce a plant like that the first year.
Wow.
Now, in order to do that, you need a very mature root stock. So we actually asked our friend, you know, what's the oldest rootstocks we can get? 3 years old. In the grocery stores, the big box stores, you'll find maybe a year-old rootstock. Here, our roots are going to produce huge flowers like the Sarah Bernhardt, which is a double-flowered variety, has extra petals for that big, you know, huge amount of flowers. Look at that. You can only achieve a peony plant that size after many years of growth in your garden, or by buying a root which has already been growing for 3+ years.
Like this.
And that's what we have. So Jadwiga, this is the darker pink. This collection, like you mentioned, they are going to bloom for you this year, midsummer, but next year in springtime, like a proper peony, and you will have so many flowers on each plant. What we see here is about first year growth, you know, from springtime next year.
So this is what you're going to get next year, but you will get blooms this year.
Totally.
At a weird time, like normally not a time for
peonies, because that's not their typical.
Because they're going to start a little bit late for you when you get them, but you are going to get some blooms this year. And you get all 3 of these varieties. So you get fuchsia pink, a beautiful red, that giant. The red, is that the double bloomer?
No, the double bloomer is the dark pink.
And then you get that sort of peach colored one, the lighter pink one down in the front. So none of these colors is typical. Even the dark pink ones I've seen are not this pink. And usually you see white ones and really light pink ones out there, right?
Yeah, so we just love this collection. I wanted to show you exactly what you're getting.
Okay.
You're getting 3 roots, and like I said, they're already 3 years old. And you can see all these little sprouts. We call them eyes in the botany world. There's about 7 or 8. This is accomplished because they've been growing in the ground in Holland for over 3 years. And I want to show you, you know, what you could expect from a big box store. The size difference, the quality, there's maybe 1, 2 eyes there. This would take about 4 years to produce the same plant that you'll have after 1.
It just looks like not even in the same category. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
And they're easy to plant, aren't they? You want to show us real quick?
Yes, thank you. So, you know, what I like to do, you can grow them in a pot. That's great, especially if you don't have a lot of garden space. But I love mine in the ground. And the reason why is because peonies, once they're established, they will last years, up to 40 years. So, you know, I already dug a little hole. I'm just going to cover it up just ever so slightly like this, maybe an inch on top. Now that's going to come up for you this summer and look about this size this year.
And that's pretty substantial. And can I tell you, these are a great one to plant in amongst other summer flowering things like hydrangeas, or maybe, you know, your roses or your daylilies, things that come up later, because peonies are going to be one of the first flowers you're going to see in the spring. These peonies are going to last you weeks and weeks. Most peonies have very short bloom time.
Yeah, it's a staggered bloom. We pick these varieties out because the Carl Rosenfield, the Bernhardt, and the Jadwiga, they all bloom at a slightly different time, and when one is coming out of their glory, the next is just coming into their
So
glory.
you're always going to have peonies. But I have peonies all around my backyard up against a white picket fence. I've got them in the front of the house where the driveway curves and several little areas that they just look outstanding. And, you know, a lot of the peonies are kind of fragile. And, you know, the heads get heavy when they get rained on. They fall over. They lay on the ground. These have very sturdy stems. So you're going to be very pleased at how these are able to stand up.
Yeah, that comes with the genetics. These are time-tested varieties that are hard to come by, but super easy to grow. That's why we love this collection. But you know, we saw these in person a couple years ago. The stems, they're like rebar. You could just swing them around. They wouldn't bend over. And that's what we love, you know, because our peonies, they're coming up in springtime when the April showers are so intense some days that you wake up and your flowers are in the mud. It's a sorry sight. But that's never going to happen.
They're so beautiful. That red one is outstanding. That is just outstanding. So you're getting the red, you're getting the bright fuchsia pink, you're getting that pale peachy pink one as well. All three coming to you in this collection that's called Perfume Princess, because the fragrance is just knockout. It's really amazing. Most peonies have a sweet smell, but these are super fragrant, super rare, overlapping longer bloom time, and more sturdy. So this is a really nice peony to add to your garden, and we'll ship these out to you pretty quick, I think, right?
Yeah, well, they are on zone shipping.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff is shipping right now.
Yes, many places are already getting
So depending on where you live, you should have these in no time. And today, at that one day only price, is the day to buy these. If you decide you want these tomorrow, the price will be higher. So please get them today while you're thinking about it. And Frank is telling me a lot of you are picking up more than one set. All right, Derek, thank you so much. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, take care. All right, so I want to mention this really super cool new thing that has been on the air only a couple of times. It's been wildly popular. We have a few of them left. It's called the Flip Box. It looks and feels like styrofoam, but you guys, it's not. Do not use styrofoam. This is polypropylene. It folds flat, it pops open, it keeps cold things cold for 10 hours. Seriously, without any ice in it. And it also keeps things hot for that same period of time. It comes in 2 different sizes. It itself is light as a feather, so the only weight that's in it is the food that's in it. And when you're not using it, it can go in the dishwasher, you can spray it out and fold it up and put it away. You need to get one of these. They're called the Flip Box, and they're coming up in just a bit. All right, we're gonna be right back. Where are we going? Okay, so we'll be right back. I gotta take a little ride. I'll see you in just a second.
Great things are happening on QVC and QVC2. Check it out.
QVC's Look Your Best event kicks off with a Clarisonic Mia in 6 great colors and a travel bag.